Don't quit your 9 to 5 until you've watched this video and checked out these 5 key points. I've worked with a lot of different corporate people who have kind of transitioned into entrepreneurship. And I'm telling you now, these 5 are some of the best tips that I can give you so that you can move forward into entrepreneurship sustainably, not get overwhelmed, and not burn out in the process. So, step number 1, have an emergency fund. Now, this is important in general. Now, for me, I aim for about 6 months worth of business expenses and life costs. Now, for you, that's literally looking into 6 months of living, right? If you were to look into your life, what would 6 months of living be? And have that in cash reserves, just in case something goes wrong. That gives you that flexibility, that comfort, that financial cushion so that you can go ahead and take the risks you need to in order to build your business up. Now, for some people, it's 12 months. For others, it's 2 years. It kind of depends on where you are, but with the circumstances that we've had recently, right? I think having a bigger cushion is better than not having one at all. So that emergency fund is really, really important just in case to kind of help you have that runway and leeway to really move yourself forward. Now, next is to have a side business to transition into. This is really important. Now, a quick caveat is that there are some people that go out there, quit everything, and just go do their business. Now, in fairness, this is actually what I did as well. Now, the reason why I'm not saying to do that straight away is you've got to work out kind of what you're doing and where you're going. For me, I knew the business I wanted to go into, so I thought I would just go straight and do it. Now, for other people, if you've got responsibilities, you've got families, you've got commitments that you have to make each month, then making this sort of jump may not be as realistic. So I think being able to set up that side business whilst you're still working is really important. And the aim is to get your side business to increase the income so it's at level or exceeding the income you're currently getting from your job. And that makes to a really smooth transition to allow you to really move forward in a way that's sustainable as opposed to getting overwhelmed, burnt out, and then going back to square one. Now, next, hire a coach or mentor. It is so important to not go on this journey alone, right? There are too many entrepreneurs that attempt to do everything by themselves. It's very isolating, it's lonely, and you make a ton of mistakes. It's much better to have someone support you who's been there and done that, who can kind of figure out where you're going, what you're doing, and what you need to focus on to really help you level up. So make sure that you have someone there to help guide you, support you, and help you on your journey to get towards where you want to be. Next, you've got to be ready to work hard. Now, a lot of people think that entrepreneurship is sexy, right? Oh yeah, I'd love to be an entrepreneur. And that sounds like so much fun. Now, the truth is, I love entrepreneurship. I think it's a lot of fun, but you've also got to work very hard. And if you are going to survive a long period of time, right, you've got to be able to think different, work hard, and be prepared to put in the hours. Now, I'm not saying you need to work 16-hour days every single day a week. Right? I think it's important to have that lifestyle. I'm an incredibly big fan of being able to build that great lifestyle whilst you build your business. But that doesn't mean in the hours that you work, you are on it, you work hard, you work smart, and you get stuff done. So if you're thinking, oh, this may be a breeze in the park, this may not be for you. You've got to be able to have that mindset of, I'm going to do whatever it takes to make this a success and start moving forward. Now, the last one is you've got to be able to decide it's time. Now, for a lot of people, they kind of go back and forth. Shall I, shan't I? Then this gray zone. They're kind of committing, they're kind of not. You've got to make a decision and stick to it. Set a deadline and make it happen. I remember helping a lady transition a couple of years ago. She had a fashion business and she was saying, Ben, I'm doing it part-time. I want to do full-time. And we set that deadline. We said, right, September, 3 months' time, you're doing it full-time. Fact. And by having that, she did everything she did to work towards it, and then since then she's been on retreats in Bali, she's running the business full time, she's having an amazing time by doing that because she had that decision, that resolution, she was gonna make it happen. So use these 5. If you've got any others, please let me know. I'd love to be able to share more with you guys that I think is relevant, and make sure that you have that journey ready to rock and roll because what's on the other side is truly amazing, and I look forward to supporting you on your journey.